We're coming your way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin and Miller Park, where tonight the Pirates and Brewers meet in Game 2 of the 3-game series. Last night, a marathon went 15 innings. Pirates had the lead in the top of the 15th. Brewers came back and won it 7-6. 5 hours, 36 minutes worth of baseball. Greg Brown, Bob Walk, Robbie Ince-Mikowski with you. So the Pirates tonight will send another strong starter to the hill. Jameson Taillon, his last time out, 6 innings, 1 run, 5 hits. That's become kind of a common theme with him, Bob. Just strong outings each and every time he goes to the mound.
Absolutely. He's become one of the better starters in all the National League. And last time he faced these guys, I mean, he put his foot down right on top of this offense. He punched out 10 Milwaukee Brewer hitters in just 6 innings. So he's going to go to the hill tonight, I would assume, with a lot of confidence against these guys.
It will be his 4th start this season against the Brewers, his 10th of his career. And Jameson Taillon really is starting to get a lot of attention around baseball circles now. If you look at the numbers, especially since June the 1st, look at these 14 starts.
Well, Greg, we thought this guy might be an all-star when the season started. And if he would have started the season like this, he would have been an all-star. Maybe even pitched the first inning of the all-star game. That's the kind of pitcher he has become. He's dominating everybody. Look at the opposition OPS number there of 681. That's just outstanding.
So it's Jameson Taillon on the mound tonight for the Pirates. Bucks will have their work cut out for them. Jhoulys Chacin on the hill for the Brewers. Pirates had the hits going last night, and we'll talk about the offense coming up next. Three-game series, 3-city road trip. Jhoulys Chacin on the mound for the Brewers has been tremendous. We just talked about Jameson Taillon, how good he has been, and the Pirates offense will have to be at its best. And it's been really at its worst the last few days. But last night, Bob, collecting 17 hits. That was the good part, but 19 left on base. That was the bad part.
Yeah, there was a little disconnect there as far as getting hits and then knocking the runners in. But it was a huge step forward from where we were with this offense. So glad to see all the hits. Hopefully it'll continue tonight. Maybe even get a couple of the balls over the fence here. I mean, this is a small ballpark, and I think you need to hit home runs here to really do the best with your offense.
Gregory Polanco has had it going lately. Hopefully the Pirates bats are back. Starling Marte will certainly be in the lineup. In fact, he's leading off. We'll get to those lineups and the first pitch shortly. First, we go back to the studio on a game break and Dan Potash.
Justice. Let's go Bucks!
Pirate fans on hand in Milwaukee. Boy, late night last night and early this morning. That you're talking. That's right. Smart National League fans. Boy, it turns out to be a nice evening. We had the roof closed last night. Very pleasant conditions here in Milwaukee as the Pirates look to snap what turns out to be now a 4-game losing streak. They've dropped 9 of their last 11. Josh Harrison returns to the starting lineup. And the Brewers beat the Pirates for just the 3rd time in 11 tries last night in the season series. Here is Jhoulys Chacín. Tied for 4th in the National League in victories. We check out the RAV4 starting lineup. It is Players Weekend, so they're wearing their nicknames on these new look jerseys. Starling Marte, Josh Bell, Gregory Polanco, the top 3. Francisco Cervelli hits cleanup tonight. Corey Dickerson bats 5th, and it's Josh Harrison returning to play 2nd. Colin Moran, Kevin Newman, and Jamison Tyone, the Pirates starting 9.
Chastain's numbers this season, all in pretty good shape. He's been pitching very well in his last couple starts, so he has really looked sharp. Get the slider going.
Check out the defense behind him. Hasn't really needed the defense his previous 2 starts. Blanking his opponents. Christian Yelich, Lorenzo Cain in left and center, respectively, and Eric Thames now in right field tonight. Mike Moustakas, Hernan Perez on the left side of the infield, Travis Shaw, Jesus Aguilar on the right side, and Manny Pena catches. Some changes in terms of the starting lineup for the Brewers as well. Hernan Perez, his 19th career start at shortstop. He's been their utility man. Fernando Arcia, slick fielding shortstop, but has struggled offensively. So Perez is there, and Clint Hurdle hoping this Pirates team can get it going again. Talked last night, Clint Hurdle has not done yet on the back of his jersey. Tato Starling Marte, a nickname commonly used in Latin American countries for young boys. A 1 count on Marte, who went 3 for 6 last night, drove in a run.
Liam's been taking some hits as far as moving guys in different places in these couple of games. Last night they had Frazier and Diaz at the top. Both those guys on the bench tonight.
Yeah, that seemed to work with the 17 hits, but Frazier sits tonight. Marte had been dropped down to the 6th spot of batting order after hitting 2nd for about close to 40 games consecutively, and now leads off for just the 5th time this season. Frazier not in the lineup tonight. This is the 4th start for Chacin against the Pirates this year. He lasted just 5 1/3 innings on the 15th of July before the break. Gave up 2 runs, 1 earned. Pirates won that game 7-6. That dramatic come from behind win for the Pirates. The Brewers turned the tables on the Bucks last night in the 15th. And Chacin strikes out Marte. He is 2-4 with a 4.03 ERA and 9 career starts against Pittsburgh.
He looked good with his breaking balls at bat. Start things off.
Josh Bell back in the lineup. Was a pinch hitter last night for Joe Musgrove in the 5th inning, the top of the 5th, and struck out with the bases loaded to end the threat. And then as the Pirates had to go to that bullpen, ended up with Clay Holmes on the mound, giving up the 3 runs, walked 3, including the pitcher. And Joe Musgrove talked after the game. He did not expect to be lifted that early, especially after he had really settled down. A little shaky 1st inning for him, but said he felt very strong. Clay Holmes, by the way, optioned back to the minors. Mick Kingham up. Josh Bell with 8 homers, 54 RBIs. Nick Kingham out of the bullpen there. And the Pirates said after the game that Kyle Crick, who was seated to Kingham's right, was not available. Stephen Brault was outstanding, went 4 shutout innings last night, and Bell chases. Speaking of Kyle Crick, on Monday, he took this line drive off his back. Did a nice job to recover and get the out.
That was just an amazing job getting that out when he took that line drive.
Phenomenal. And he pitched on Wednesday. But then Pirates say that the back kind of tightened up on him. And a line drive to right field for Polanco. Gregory Polanco into second base with a double, and now decides to head to third when the right fielder Thames has some trouble in that corner.
He had some trouble in the corner, and then he overthrew the cutoff man, which made it to where El Cafe could just cruise into third without even a play. And we've seen that he can be challenged on defense.
Oh, there it was, got stuck.
Oh, he didn't drop it, he just got stuck. But then the throw, rainbow over everybody's head. Now, if he would have hit the cutoff man, they would have had a play.
Craig Counsell going out to check that situation like at PNC Park. I think if the outfielder just raises his arms,
ground rule double.
Since it's stuck, it's a ground rule double, but he didn't. And so Counsell came out to talk to the umpiring crew about that. Sam Holbrook, the crew chief. If the ball gets stuck here, he could just raise his arms. Remember John Jaso got the triple that he needed for the cycle because of that play at PNC Park? Craig Counsell, his club, now winners of 4 his last 5, now 72 and 58 on the year, trying to keep pace with the Cardinals and Brewers. Cervelli was 2 for 7 with an RBI last night. Struck out 3 times, drew a walk. His bloop single to right broke the tie in the top of the 15th. And an error on the play allowed a second run to score.
He was down there earlier. He was looking all over for his shoes. He couldn't find them anymore.
Ball, 2 strikes on Cervelli with Polanco at third. Gets a triple. Whoa, look at the little dance he does with those shoes. He's got the dancing shoes on.
They're easy to see.
How about this? Full count on him. Couple strikeouts for Chacin, and then the triple by Polanco. Chacin looking for his 14th win. Oh, a half swing roller to second. Retires the Pirates catcher. Shaw to Aguilar. Brewers are coming to bat. Maybe it turned out to be a triple.
Well, it's definitely what they're talking about. You would think that Council would have a good handle on the ground rules in his own ballpark.
Here is his lineup. Christian Yelich, Lorenzo Cain, and Travis Shaw, 1, 2, 3. Jesus Aguilar is the first baseman with Mike Moustakas at third, Eric Thames the right fielder. Hernan Perez is hitting 7th. A little deceiving, those numbers now in his career against Tyone. Manny Pena catches, and Jhoulys Chacin on the mound.
Tyone on the season, getting up there, approaching 150 innings of work. Everything in pretty good shape, but the numbers really over the last couple months are even much better than the ones we're looking at. Got his special shoes on for tonight.
And a first pitch strike on Christian Yelich. Yelich hit his 22nd home run of the year last night in the first inning. They ambushed Musgrove and the Pirates, scoring 4 runs, 2 two-run homers. Yelich hit second last night behind Lorenzo Cain, who started the ballgame off with a double, the first pitch he saw from Musgrove, and then Yelich promptly hammered his 22nd home run of the year. Here's Musgrove. Yelich went 1 for 7 and grounded into 3 double plays. Tyone gets him looking. Bottom of the first. Starts like the top of the first. Strikeout.
Was able to strike out 10 of these guys last time he faced him. Off to a pretty good start. Already knocked down 1. Perfectly placed fastball on the inside corner. With Tyone, obviously, it's not all about his plus stuff. It's about the way he can throw it where he wants to as much as anything. The combination of excellent pitches and the control.
Start number 26 on the year for Jameson Tyone. Gino now out in front, 1 ball 2 strikes. So you met Sam Holbrook, the crew chief. Chris Segal is the first base umpire. Jim Wolf at second, and DJ Rayburn is the third base umpire. Just foul. That first base umpire. Segal is tested. Just foul. Yeah, you gotta keep your eye on it and then get out of the way. Ooh.
Could have been called. Should have been called. Machine would have called it.
Shortstop Newman gets the nice easy hop, but his throw is in the dirt again. That is kind of bizarre. We've seen that 2 or 3 times from Newman. A nice pick on the other end by Bell. Newman known as a solid infielder.
This ball definitely threw him a sinker. Bell with a nice pickup. Hit close enough to Bell's glove that he didn't have to make any adjustments with it or anything. The short hop.
By the way, the official score made a change early this morning in that game from last night. An error had been charged to Newman on a ball hit by Jonathan Scope in the bottom of the 9th inning. Took the error away, and they gave the hit to Scope. The mayor of Ding Dong City steps to the plate. Travis Shaw 0 for 3 with a walk last night. center. Shaw has a 2-out single. Tyone's fourth start this year against the Brewers. Went 6, gave up a run, struck out 10 on July the 12th at PNC Park. June 19th, he went 5, gave up 3 runs, 7 hits a game. The Pirates lost 3-2. And he had a no decision here at Miller Park in early May. Went 6, gave up a run. Rather 5, gave up a run on 6 hits. And a 5-3 loss.
Dangerous hitter up there now. Lots of power.
Aguilar with 29 homers. 90 runs batted in. I heard Dan Potash give you the game break a few moments ago. Javier Baez homered, drove in 3, so he's got 97 to lead the league. Aguilar with 90 is 3rd in the National League. He is 4 for 11 with a pair of homers against Tyone, and checking in with Sam Holbrook on that pitch.
I don't know if he swung at a strike or not.
.146 innings, 132 strikeouts for JMO. Last 7 starts, giving up 13 runs in 46 innings.
Aguilar, quite a ways off the plate. It sure looks like he shouldn't be able to make contact with that pitch off the plate away. He seems to be able to get a piece of it a lot. Like that last one that he fouled off. A couple inches outside.
Two and 2. He does lead, or second on the club in strikeouts behind Christian Yelich. He's got 109, Yelich 116. Another one. Bites the dust.
Nice hook, straight down.
Strikeout for Tyone. It's 0-0 after 1.
some creative nicknames on some of the players here for the Buccos, and Pirates third base coach Joey Cora quite possibly might have the most creative one of any of the jerseys being worn during Players Weekend. And when you look at a Point Park University tweet, it was sent by his brother Alex, and he didn't even have any words to describe what he had to say for the tweet when he sees the name. Just a few laughing emojis, because the name says, "I'm the brother." How about that? A little self-deprecating humor from Joey Cora. That's in reference to his brother Alex, who is the manager of the 90-plus win Boston Red Sox. And Joey had a little fun with it. I said, hey, did you tell Alex you were going to do this? He said, oh, no. I wanted him to find out. So that was a surprise to brother Alex, and quite a good one, Greg.
And 50 games over 500, Robbie. As 90-win Red Sox. Best record in Major League Baseball. Joey's brother Alex. And now C. Dizzle. Corey Dickerson with a drive to deep center field. To the wall for Kane. And the Pirates had a ball hit last night that Kane tracked down late. It was the Elias Diaz 10th inning 3-0 pitch. Kane tracked down.
Look at that center field wall bumped out. You can see the turn it makes. And that's what keeps those balls from being a home run. If that center field fence just came straight across without making that little turn, anything on that warning track's over the fence. Joe was telling me last night that was Robin Yount's idea to have that center field pushed out like that with those two angled fences.
To make it a little more difficult?
Yeah, to play center field where you'd have some odd bounces. He liked the triple. Loved to see guys hit triples. Loved to hit triples. So he wanted something out there that was a little different, to where you could get an odd bounce and maybe get three bases. So they pushed that center field section out a little bit and made those two angled parts of the fence.
And out to right field, where there's a little bit of an angle going back to make the catch. Mr. T, Eric Thames, retires Harrison.
And Mr. T didn't play this one well, but he got it.
Eric Thames able to track it down. Now 2 away. Renzo Kane making that catch to deep center, and now Colin Moran. Pinch hit and struck out last night. And lines this one into center. A bullet for Redbeard. Chassin gives up a line single to center, gave up a triple to Polanco with 2 outs in the first.
Over a little too far on that shift. They would have just been playing just up the middle.
Kevin Newman, his first major league hit, a double in the 2nd inning last night. Ended up with a pair of hits and drew a walk. Chassin doesn't get that call. Broken his bat as he drops this one into center. 2 aboard.
Came right off the very end of the bat, it sounded like. Breaking ball. Yep. Not about the last inch of the bat. And I'm sure that's broke. Even if we don't score here, though, it's a good positive outcome on that base hit. You get JMO to the plate.
So at the very least, Marte will lead off Next inning, Taillon 3 out of 43. Does have 3 RBIs. Also drawn a walk. The machine, Chacin, 30 years old, from Maracaibo, Venezuela. Quina, originally signed by the Rockies back in 2004.
Been around quite some time.
Jingle doesn't chase.
Too smart for him. Waiting for that fastball.
Was chase there. That is the 3rd strikeout for Chacin. In the bottom of the 2nd, it is 0-0. Press conference Tuesday. Pat Narduzzi steps to the mic to talk about the Panthers opener against Albany at 6. And at 6:30, Dana Holgerson answers questions about his 17th ranked Mountaineers and their high expectations, with All-American QB Will Greer returning for his senior season. Join us Tuesday at 6 for Press Conference Tuesday. Here's Moose. Mike Moustakas. 2-run homer in the 1st inning last night. His 3rd as a Brewer. Picked up from the Royals. His 23rd home run overall. Moustakas, Eric Thames, Hernan Perez.
Challenge in there, center square.
Evens the count now on him.
So many different pitches. A little short slider now that he's pitched in this season. A good overhand curveball. Throw a two-seam fastball, runs down a little bit. He can go by upstairs with a four-seamer with a little extra velocity. Excellent changeup. What's a hitter to do, Greg? All that coming at him. With
challenge.
location.
It's up to the challenge.
96. That's the four-seamer on the hands. Did a good job just getting a piece. A well-placed fastball. He's making him throw a lot of pitches. And number 8 coming up. Such a simple delivery, isn't it?
Yeah.
He has really pared it down to where it's just Rick Russell-like. Kind of carries himself out on the mound the same way as Big Daddy. Just calm, doesn't get flustered about anything.
It's Big Daddy like right there. Well, he'll come back to get him. 3. Buzzed to pitch up and in. Yep. Big Daddy J-Mo. Too much stuff to put on the back of the jersey.
Yeah, we're going to fill it up here.
10 pitch at bat results in the strikeout. Third K for Tyone. Here's Eric Thames. Pinch hitter last night, flied out.
Now that's an elbow guard there. Looks like he just took a catcher's shin guard.
Uh-oh.
He's all right. Talking about a guy who takes line drives off his head and that doesn't bother him. He's fine. Next time Thames comes up, take a look at that arm guard he's got. Seriously, it looks like he just made it out of a catcher's shin guard.
Like he underwent Tommy John surgery.
That's huge.
The rehab brace on.
Oh, shin. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Oh, it's like kicking a coffee table in the dark. Except worse. He's all right.
So it goes as a 1-out single.
No trip. Trip was waved off. Look at the size of that. Doesn't that look like a knee pad over the elbow?
Yep.
And just like a regular catcher shin guard that they cut off a little short.
Probably is. You're probably right. That's exactly what it is.
Look at that. That oven mitt is the same size everyone else wears.
Yeah. Actually, the oven mitt looks extremely tiny on his hand.
It looks like a coin purse on his hand. Look at that.
It looks huge on everybody else's hand. On his, it looks like you're right. So Perez Yes, is a .333 career hitter against Tyone, 6 for 18. But just 1 for his last 11 at bats against Tyone since starting out his career. 5 for 7 with 3 homers against Tyone. Wasn't it Perez? You talked about him taking a line drive off the head. Things that Tyone has had to deal with for his professional career. The injuries, Tommy John surgery, last year testicular cancer surgery. Gets Perez for his 4th strikeout already.
I think he's turned the table on it.
So this was what Bob was referring to back a couple of years ago. And it was Hernan Perez who hit that liner off Tyone's head at PNC Park. July of 2016. Line drive right back to the box. It was the 2nd inning of that game. He stayed in the game and pitched 4 more innings. Manny Pena was a pinch hitter and struck out last night. He's 4 for 7 in his career against Tyone. One of the heroes for the Brewers last night was Eric Kratz. Long throw across, and a true strong throw from Colin Moran as he dances over that foul line. It's 0-0 after 2. Adam Frazier's time in Indianapolis has led to big numbers at the plate, especially against left-handed pitching. And now some advice from coaches and a pep talk from a former Pirates great have boosted Gregory Polanco's numbers. Those stories and top plays debuting tonight after Pirates postgame. Adam Frazier not in tonight's starting lineup. The leadoff hitter last night had 3 hits and was on base 4 times. Cafe tripled with 2 outs in the first. Some friendly advice from Elias Diaz. Marte struck out to start the game. Back at it against Chassin. Chassin, really tough overall batting average against of just .221. That's 8th lowest in the league. Even better since the All-Star break. He seems to be getting stronger. Opponent's hitting just 178 against Chassin since the break. Brewers are 19-8 in his 27 starts. Goes 3-0 on Marte.
Not real happy with the strike zone right now. It's lit up twice, and both of them been called balls.
And swinging on the 3-0 and fouling it out of play. Marte has 3 hits and 16 career at-bats against Chassin. Appeal. His Seagal says nope. Leadoff walk.
A small strike zone tonight. Every pitch lit up the strike zone except one in that base on balls.
Good look there at maybe some of the frustrations from Chassin now.
Well, you know, as a pitcher, you just have to work with what's going on out there. You can't get frustrated or complain about it or anything. You have to try and take a little bit bigger piece of that strike zone without, you know, losing your touch and going right down the middle.
Blocked by Pena will keep Marte at first. Marte, I think he could have taken off on that pitch. He would have had a stolen base. That would have been number 30. Blocked by Pena. He has been strong throwing out runners this season. By the way, 34% of the runners trying to steal have been caught. Two and 0.
Another one.
Yeah. Chassin was signed as a free agent this winter by the Brewers. 4 or 5 teams made some offers, but he accepted a 2-year $15.5 million deal just before Christmas.
Nice Christmas present.
Said he remembered last year when he faced the Brewers. You could see all the fun and the chemistry they had as Marte takes off, and there's Pena. And Marte looked like he was perhaps going to get back to the bag initially. It was going to be safe until that last look there, that final lunge.
They looked over his shoulder. He knew it was going to be close. Oh, look, he did a great job with his arm, and then it just couldn't stay on the bat.
.26 on the caught stealing.
Gave him a nice swim move. There's the swim move. Look at that.
Allegheny Health Network
Up and
Super
over.
Bowl.
Now he's safe. He even had his fingers hooked on the side of the bag and couldn't hold on. Couldn't get the anchor out.
That's going to please Clint Hurdle that much.
No, it's probably not. They never even threw to first or tagged him.
Wow.
What do you write that down, Greg?
I think catcher unassisted.
Well, you see it goes out and hit the ball in fair territory to keep it fair. Wherever he touches the ball, that's what the call is. Doesn't have to be in fair territory when he picked it up there.
Slapped it to keep it fair.
You see the look. Now that foul line theoretically comes right down to the back point of the plate.
One and two on Polanco. Hitting over 370 against Brewers pitching this season. Chacin, the walk, the caught stealing, a dribbler at the plate, and Polanco is his fourth strikeout. Park, powered by Fanatics. Open whether the Pirates are home or away. Get stadium exclusive merchandise, customized jerseys, and more. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturdays 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and during all home games. Bottom of the third, the pitcher Chacin, a 178 average. Rookie jerky motion like he was going to bunt, backs away and takes a strike.
See Cervelli, look at him. What was that?
That was Cervelli-like.
Yeah, Cervelli's
going, what are you doing? That's my move.
I'm going to have to remember that one.
Let me mark that one down. I've got the limbo. I've got the spin around. I've got the quick look back at the ump.
The dance.
The little dance, tap dance.
They didn't have that one, though. Wow. It's a small strike zone.
Oh. There's Cervelli. Wow. Two count on Chacin. One home run in his career.
Good eye. That would have got a lot of chases with regular hitters up there. Let me take that.
little back and forth with Chacin and Cervelli there on that pitch. It's still 3-2. Another foul. Moustakas had a 10-pitch at bat before he struck out in the second, and now the pitcher Chacin making Tyone work to start the third. Moran pick on the short hop. Goes out the pitcher. Bring up Christian Yelich. Here's Tyone. Talking about Cervelli's shoes. He was in the batter's box earlier, and some tweets mentioning Cervelli liking those shoes. Slimer green. A lot of folks like those Cervelli shoes.
Yeah, a lot of times catchers will paint their fingernails that color. Good target for the curveball. Yeah, you try to throw that hook downstairs. Throw it at one of the shoes.
Still up there in the top 10 in batting, came in third in the league behind Freddie Freeman and Nick Markakis, the Braves. Teammate Lorenzo Cain
showing off,
tied for 6th.
See that play, man?
Deep to left center. And how about that shot? The other way, a line drive home run for Yelich.
I think that was a curveball too, Greg. I mean, that, to me, hitting a curveball that far the opposite direction, that's as impressive as that home run he hit yesterday off the scoreboard. He doesn't look big enough to hit a ball that hard. He's got that, what do you call that? Wiry strength?
Wiry strong, yeah.
Wiry strong.
That he is. Man, 23rd home run of the year, 1-0 Milwaukee. King can't hold his swing.
Yelly.
105 miles per hour, the exit velocity.
Off a breaking ball, other way. Here it comes. There's your hook. Yeah, hung it a little bit. I mean, it was backdoor throwing it for a strike. Elevated, didn't get it down by the green shoes.
Homers, 67 ribbies now for Yelich on the year. StatCast AI powered by AWS. 418 feet. Line drive home run for Yelich.
You see that ball come off the bat. I'm thinking, oh, that's going to be extra bases. It's the way it was slicing. It's going to move away. And then I saw Marte stop running. And it's like, is that actually going to get out of here? And got up onto the little catwalk area. Didn't even just get over the fence. Got up there by where the people are standing. Aimed it right at that yellow cone.
Oh, past Tyone, and there it's Harrison.
Jay Hay was shaded up the middle. He only had to move a couple steps to his right. is right there.
Taillon
One hopper.
hit by a shot by Eric Thames in the second, and this one whizzes past him. 2 outs.
One thing that is a little different in the delivery of Taillon and Russell is Big Daddy always finished up in the perfect position to field anything back at him. Where Taillon ends up kind of with his right side toward home plate. So it makes him vulnerable to those balls hit back, as you can see.
There's his pitching coach, Ray Searage. Even now on Shaw. Shaw playing second base for the first time in his career after Moustakas was acquired. His 16th start at second. Taillon gets him. Gives up the home run. It's the 15th home run that Taillon has given up this season, and the Brewers take a 1-0 lead.
For the Toyota all-wheel drive RAV4th inning. Toyota, what drives you?
It is 1-0 Brewers on the UPMC scoreboard. We go to the 4th. Francisco Cervelli hitting 4th. Will face Jolie Chassin. Christian Yelich's home run, giving the Brewers a 1-0 lead. Chassin, like Taillon, has given up 14 homers this year. And that is a fair ball. Hugging that line and kicking off the box seat area, and a leadoff double for Cervelli.
Getting home to second base pretty early. Took a nice little turn just in case. Got that bounce off the corner there. Yelich had gone down by the foul pole, so it took him a while to get to it. Cervelli, Cisco, the big turn.
Corey Dickerson, fly ball to deep center in the second. Looked like that fooled Pena.
Yeah, there was a little Pena, in fact, gave a little sign after he caught that, said, hey, watch me now, look at me. You just crossed me up. Catchers will, if you cross them up and you're throwing a breaking ball, they'll adjust and make the catch most of the time. If they're looking breaking ball and you throw a fastball, they're not catching that. Here you see it. Watch it. See, I had moved the glove down and he snow coned it. Now watch him point to his eyes.
So Pineapple goes out to talk to Chassin. La Maquina faces C. Dizzle. J-Hay on deck. Redbeard in the hole. Back to Chassin. One out. Cisco can't go anywhere. Not a productive out for Corey Dickerson.
Couldn't get out there and pull that ball. Anytime there's that leadoff double, you got to move him to third.
Chassin coming off back-to-back shutout performances, 7 innings of shutout ball against the Cubs at Wrigley on the 14th of this month. 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. Last time out, he went 6 shutout against the Cardinals in St. Louis.
90. Be the best fastball of the night. J-Hay needs to come up with a nickname just for this weekend. J-Hay is basically his regular name.
Yeah.
There's times where I have to think, what is his name? It's just
It's so weird to call him Josh, isn't it?
Yeah, his name is J-Hay.
Sometimes I'll do that. I'll just say, hi, Josh. Feel weird.
I turned it around yesterday, got on the bus. I said, hey, Jim.
That was very clever.
Yeah, you know, I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
Always coming up.
Maybe
with
next
good
year he
stuff.
flips that around, calls himself Hey Jay.
Could have gave him an idea.
Yeah. And he drives one to right field, sending Thames back toward the wall. He won't be able to get there. Cervelli will score to tie it. And Hey Jay doubles.
They drove it really to the weak spot of the defense. And Thames, he didn't move for a while. They got a ball down and away.
Chassin, you knew how upset he was right away at that pitch. Shrugs his shoulders.
See the hesitation before the break, and then he misses it by a foot. If he read the ball off the bat, he probably makes a catch. But he's an offensive player. He's out there for his bat, and you have to. He makes all the routine plays, but he's not going to make the exceptional running catches. At least not on a constant basis. Gonna make sure we throw that in there. I don't want it mad at me. Well, J-Hay kind of picks up Dickerson. Dickerson couldn't get the runner to third, but J-Hay doesn't matter to him. Knocked him in from second.
The tarp, nice effort there by Moustakas.
Yeah, he went in there pretty hard. steel pipe catching him right below the belt buckle.
Allegheny Health Network Super Mo.
Oh, I got that gentleman's bare hand.
Count goes to 3-1 on Colin Moran. Shutout run for Chacin ends here in the 4th inning. After blanking the Cubs and Cardinals his last 2 times out. It's full on Moran. Chacin made his first big league start against the Pirates back in August of 2009. Lasted just 2 2/3 innings. He walked 6. Gave up 4 runs. The other way. Back Yelich a few steps. Let's go back to the studios. Dan Potash and a game break. Thank you, Dan. As the Phillies fall to the Blue Jays 8-6. Atlanta 3 games up on Philadelphia at the start of the day. They walk Newman intentionally to get to Tyone. The Atlanta Braves and Marlins scoreless heading to the bottom of the 4th. Tyone came to the plate with 2 on and 2 outs in the 2nd. Couple of doubles in the inning. Cervelli and Harrison.
It's amazing how these games are, being managed here in this series. It's so, well, really for the Brewers, incredibly important. You're walking somebody to face the pitcher in a 1-1 ball game in the 4th inning. It's like you can tell the difference than, say, if it was a month ago. I mentioned last night that it was. I said that to Joe. It's like they're being managed like it's a playoff game, and that's kind of what it is for the Brewers. I mean, they are neck and neck right now, trying to grab on to a wild card game.
We'll get to the story of the chicken down the road. It has a
chicken across the road. Right?
Yes, that's right. We'll get to that story later on as it's strikeout number 5 for Chacin.
time the game at 1 between the Bucks and the Brewers. Well, as Greg and Bob mentioned a moment ago, Craig Counsell's wearing the chicken on the back of his jersey for Players Weekend. It's a really fitting tribute, and it goes to former longtime baseball coach Rich Donnelly. There's a nice look at the chicken. Rich Donnelly was a coach for many baseball teams, including the Pittsburgh Pirates. So when he was coaching third base one time, his daughter Amy asked him, "Dad, why do you always cover up your hands when you're talking to someone?" He said, "What are you saying to these guys?" And Rich said to his daughter, "The chicken runs at midnight." And he couldn't think of anything else to say when his daughter asked her. Well, fast forward to 1992. Amy passed away of a brain tumor at just 18 years of age. So now move forward to 1997. Counsell's playing with the Miami Marlins. Rich Donnelly is the third base coach at that point in time. And you remember the famous run, the Edgar Rennery single to win the World Series. Well, Rich Donnelly waved Craig Counsell home. He pointed up the clock, and Counsell looked at Donnelly and said, "Look, just after midnight, told you, the chicken runs at midnight." A really fitting tribute by Craig Counsell to a man that both you guys know quite well, Rich Donnelly, Greg and Bob.
Yeah, he's one of the all-time greats, no question about that, Robbie. Rich Donnelly, who is Steubenville's favorite son.
I'm sure Rich is listening right now. Occasionally we'll get a text about the game from Rich.
Rich, who lost his son Michael this past January at the age of 38 down in the Dallas area on a dark highway one night. Mike had stopped off the side of the road to help a stranger's car to safety, and he was struck by a passing car and killed. So Rich Donnelly has undergone tragedy, but he continues to be such a positive individual. Everywhere he has gone, he's been a favorite of managers, coaches, players over the years. One away as Mike Moustakas steps to the plate. Actually, Robbie was telling that story. The origin of that, Amy called Rich in spring training of 1992. She was 17 years old, and she apologized to her father. She said an exam had discovered a brain tumor. Doctors would later tell Rich that she had less than a year to live in 1992. She was undergoing chemotherapy, and Rich flew her up to Pittsburgh, her brother and a friend, to see Game 5 of the National League Championship Series against the Braves. The Pirates are down 3-1, and Bob Walk went the distance, sent that series back to Atlanta. It was on the way home that night from Three Rivers that Amy and her dad were kidding about what it was that he yelled when he cupped his hands over his mouth toward the base runners. Line drive to right. That's fair. And Moustakas has extra bases. Moose with a one-out double. We'll bring up Eric Thames. Home run by Yelich gave the Brewers the lead last inning. Now, after the Pirates tie it in the top of the fourth, the Brewers look to get the lead right back. Anyway, so Rich and Amy going back and forth, and Amy says, "What is it, Dad? What do you yell to the players? The chicken runs at midnight?" And he said, "Where did that come from?" She said, "I don't know, it just popped out of my head, and it just became a kind of a family theme, a motto." In fact, certainly Bob was there. It became kind of a national story down in Atlanta. Before Game 7, Amy called down to the clubhouse and left a message for the bat boy, who wrote down on one of those old pink message slips to Dad from Amy, "The chicken runs at midnight." And Rich still has that note. And then you fast forward to that 1997 season when Craig Counsell was a rookie playing for the Marlins, and his sons nicknamed him Chicken because of his odd batting style. Counsell said he hopes that gets a lot more play because it was such an inspirational story. Mr. T at the plate. And now back our way. Still 1-2. Taillon now at 74 pitches.
He's had some battles with guys long at bats. He's come out the winner when that's happened, but it has taken a toll on his pitch count.
He strikes out Thames, and that's number 6.
You know, there was another one, though, that it took a while to get to strike 3.
Pepper at the plate. Hernan Perez. No. On the appeal. One of his 6 strikeouts. Snap throw to second by Cervelli. Cervelli.
Well, look how far he was
man.
off. Throw on the bag. They got a great shot at him. And they had a set play on. You could see from that wide shot, Jay broke early to cover the bag. They did a good job with that. Just the execution of the throw wasn't up to snuff.
Get Perez for strikeout number 7. Second time he's gotten him, and he strands Moustakas in scoring position. 1-1.
Another pretty cool story that goes away back in terms of their nicknames for Players Weekend. 2 bat boys being used here. They are named Rosin and Pintar. Fantastic stuff. Very, very creative. Came from head equipment manager Scott Bonnet. he nicknamed them Pine Tar and Rosin. I said, well, Bones, we always refer to him as Bones, as you probably know from watching these telecasts. Right now we got Rosin working the game here for the Buccos in their dugout. And I said, well, Bones, how did you come up with those two particular nicknames? And that is something that was passed down to him many years ago when he was a bat boy. The former equipment manager's name escapes me right now, but used to nickname the two bat boys Pine Tar and Rosin. So Bones, in a little tribute to one of his former bosses, wanted to give the nicknames Pine Tar and Rosin. Quite creative by Scott Bunnett, the head equipment manager for the Buccos, Greg.
That is hilarious. Great, great call there. Rosin and Pine Tar. Roger Wilson, the former Pirate equipment manager, would be proud of Bones.
Kind of a sticky situation. Who gets which one, you know?
You understand.
Yeah. Who's Rosin?
JB, Josh Bell, takes ball one.
There it
Rosin.
is. Old sanitary sock.
Lined off the glove of Aguilar. Bell will get a hit. Aguilar was not able to make a play last night in the 9th inning that led to the Pirates scoring the tying run.
Just like this, a line drive off his glove. Wasn't as high as that one. It was more a worm burner.
Polanco, it was he who hit that ball last night in the 9th inning off of Aguilar's glove. A triple and a strikeout so far for El Cafe. Pirates with 1 run on 6 hits last night. 6 runs on 17 hits with 19 men left on base. Pirates have dropped 9 of their last 11 games. They've scored a total of 22 runs in those 11 games. And into center field, Kane. The second out. Clemente Day, Wednesday, September 5th. Pirates host the Reds at 7:05 at PNC Park. Get to the game early, a pregame celebration honoring the life and legacy of Roberto Clemente. Members of his family will be on hand to celebrate. Go to pirates.com for tickets to Clemente Day at PNC Park, Wednesday, September 5th. Pirates Reds, 7:05. Francisco Cervelli. He bounced that double just inside the third base bag leading off the 4th.
Loose plays him pretty close to the line too. Had to hit it hard to get it inside that bag and not have loose grab onto it.
Cervelli now has it safely in 6 straight. 8 of his last 9. Chacin falls behind him 3-0. You take away one rough outing for Chacin. That was the game against the Dodgers on August the 2nd. Gave up 5 hits, 3 homers, 8 earned runs.
Wasn't that rough?
In 4 1/3 innings. Tossed that game out, and he has a 1.42 ERA in the other second half outings since the All-Star break.
What did the Dodgers score in that game?
What was
21
that, the 20?
runs? 21 runs. That was a rough outing for a few Brewer pitchers.
There's a Cervelli move.
Definitely was surprised by that call.
Chacin may be watching that. We'll add it to his arsenal. Down on strikes.
Put the breaker ball up there and then followed up with a heater.
Active streaks of allowing 3 runs or less. How about that? Jacob deGrom, 23 straight. And there's Tyone, second. 15 straight. What a run he is on.
Well, that's kind of names that he's going to be associated with from now on.
Yeah.
Top guys in the league.
Bases the 8-9-1 hitters. Manny Pena, the pitcher. Chacin and then Yelich. Talked about that pitch count last inning. It's only the 5th, or the bottom half of the 5th inning, and he's at the 80 pitch mark.
Yeah, you're hoping right now to get him through 2 innings.
Marte over.
In 20 pitches. Go 6.
Yeah, we don't know really. Clint Hurdle was not asked before the game about how his bullpen, what shape it's in tonight. Keep in mind he used Felipe Vasquez for 2, Richard Rodriguez for 2. Brault obviously is out for at least the next couple days. And we're not even certain about Crick yet, so we will see later on in this ball game. Kingham has joined the club, and now Cervelli doesn't see it. Bell does. It's all Josh Bell there. Cervelli right away.
Oh, this is nice.
He had no idea where it was.
2 quick outs here. This will help a lot if he can get the 3rd one now. And
is that 3 pitches this inning?
Just a couple of pitches. Yeah, he's at 83.
4 pitches.
This is exactly what he needed. Now he can get out of here 85, 86 pitches, and there's no problem getting in the 6th.
How quickly can he retire Yelich?
Another one. Look at that. Strikes on. It's been consistent tonight. I'll definitely say that.
Last night, same thing. DJ Raybird was not giving that bottom part of the zone. Tonight, Sam Holbrook. Rayburn all the balls and strikes last night. Now he had some other issues. Wow. Efficient indeed.
Perfect.
7 pitches. Was he listening?
Sportsnet is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. Visit our Kia showroom in Wexford. More vehicles than ever at the very best prices. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
Well, Jameson Taillon, very efficient in the bottom of the 5th. Hopes to bat here in the 6th. Pirates will need some base runners for that to happen, beginning with Corey Dickerson, 5th in the order. Chacin has been stingy as well. He's gotten Dickerson to fly to deep center and then tapped one back to the mound. Big cut there. He had put that hand all the way down to the knob of the bat. 2 strikes. Does he go back to?
Well, he got a hanging breaking ball, and he tried to hit it through the windows out into the parking lot.
He's going to still go all the way down and cover.
He's going to hang a finger off the head. Changes his style and what he's trying to do up there more than any hitter I've ever seen. As far as his strategy, am I going to choke way up and just try to punch the ball somewhere? Am I going to get down to the end of the bat? Try to hit it out of the yard?
certainly thinking. Two on Dickerson. Dickerson has drawn only 14 walks this season. And he goes down.
Chased a bad pitch out of the zone.
7 now for Chassin, and now time for Built for Baseball. Brought to you by T-Mobile. This was the opposite field double. A little help from Eric Thames. Now be able to make the catch on the Jay Hay fly ball the other way. That tied the game in the 4th. He has twice gone to right as Harrison. Be ready, Eric Thames. Caught one ball in the warning track.
And that one was a challenge. He's definitely trying to hit it out there, Troy.
It's his first start since Sunday. Harrison grounded out in the 11th inning against the Cubs at PNC Park. Hamstring tightened up on him again. Pulls this one foul. See the Chassin pitch count now at 85.
Yeah, he's already in the 6th. He's got a chance. Oh, nice play. That looked like it was going to get by.
Aguilar for the second out.
You know, I really like what Jay Hay's trying to do tonight. Hit everything the other way. You got the big guy over there, Aguilar, who's really not going to move too much, and then you got Thames out in right field. It's a good strategy. I like that. He just committed to that. Almost worked again. Look at him. He's like,
yeah,
I know where I hit it over there.
Yeah. Telling anybody that'll listen, including J-Mo. Telling J-Mo, you got to hit the direct field.
Yeah, you got to hit it over there. Tyons is like, I'm just trying to get a piece of the ball.
I'm worried about direction.
Yeah, he's showing him on the bat where to hit it.
Yep.
You want to hit it here. Oh, that's awesome.
And now Colin Moran has his second hit of the night.
Yeah, the second one he's gone up the middle with, right?
Yep.
Put it kind of a line drive up the middle for his first hit. This one he just didn't hit it all that well, but punched it through there. Nice spot. More pitches that will have to be thrown now. Tyone out on deck.
And Newman on base twice. Base hit and an intentional walk. They walked him intentionally to get to Tyone in the 4th. Moustakas retires Newman. Still tied at 1, head to the bottom of the 6th. Some of the action tonight captured on the Allegheny Health Network. Supermo, J-Mo, Tyone. Let's give the Pirates perhaps one more inning.
Yeah, I would imagine this would be it. He's going to lead off next inning. And pitch count will be in the 90s when it's all said and done.
Two, 3, 4 in the order. Can he finish off another start, allowing 3 earned runs or less? Right now, just 1. Last time out against the Cubs, 1 run in 6 innings. Frazier looking like he might be called upon to pinch hit.
Might be the leadoff hitter. Going through some stretches, getting ready to sprint the second. The double he's going to hit.
Pitch 3rd inning, but very efficient in the 5th. Diaz standing next to Ray Searage.
Fair ball.
Foul ball, says
Ooh.
Sam Holbrook.
Well.
Cervelli was pleading with the first base umpire.
Yeah, I think he's sure he caught that in foul territory. Looked fair, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I would have called that a fair ball. Looked just like the other one.
Yeah. Slowly hit. Harrison scoops, throws, and gets Jay Hay. Boy, he's
signature
patented
Jay
that play.
Signature Jay Hay defensive play. Coming in, cutting across in front of that second base bag and making that sidearm toss. He does this so well. That leg's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Great look there too.
That ball had a lot of weird spin on it also. Cued off the bat. Hey, Jay. That's
very uncomfortable. 0-2. Shaw, one of 7 strikeouts for Tyone, singled in the first, one of 4 hits. A home run by Yelich. Got the Brewers on the board in the third. And Tyone for the second out. Here comes Aguilar. Military discount available to all active duty reserve, veteran, and retired service members and their families. Save $10 on tickets to all Pirates home games. For more information, go to pirates.com/military. And we keep in mind that there are only 2 homestands remaining. Pirates will host the Reds and Marlins starting on Labor Day. Special 135 start, and then an interleague series against the Kansas City Royals starts Monday the 17th, and the Pirates finish up the home schedule with the Milwaukee Brewers. Weekend series starting on Friday the 21st. One and two. Do you think Tyone knows, Bob, that this is it?
Yes.
He knows he's due up first. And he knows, okay.
He's thrown 102 pitches. He knows the whole deal right now. He wants to get this inning over and have a chance to get a W. You know, we'll come out in a 1-1 ball game. If we can score in the 7th and maintain that lead, he gets a win.
It to right on the 2-2 pitch.
I mean, what he's probably most concerned with is getting this inning over in an efficient manner, because if he gets too far over 100 pitches, he might not be allowed to be the pitcher of record when it's all over with. But he only has to get one more out.
Ray Sears just going to buy that bullpen some time. Take a slow walk.
Ray's nickname.
What is Ray's nickname? That's a good question. Is it Sea Rage? Or Uncle Ray?
Uncle, gotta be Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray.
Yeah. The old wise uncle. This is just, and this is another thing that Tyone knows right now. He knows why Uncle Ray came out. This is just to give him a little bit of a breather. He's only going to be able to pitch to one, maybe two more hitters. Bullpen's getting ready. You're aware of a lot of stuff going on. You're certainly aware of when the pitcher coach comes out and why he comes out. You're sitting in there all the time in the dugout. You're watching it when other guys are pitching. And at Three Rivers, I had the old bell on the phone. You could actually hear what it rang when you're on the mound. Yeah, well, I better get somebody out. The phone just rang.
So Mike Moustakas with Santana loosening in the bullpen.
Outfield really deep everywhere around. No doubles with 2 outs. A lot of speed at first.
Aguilar could score on a triple.
Nice pitch. And got the call on an edge pitch that lit the zone. A lot of those have been called balls. Really for both sides in this game.
3 pitches shy of his season high. Second start of the year, April the 8th against the Reds. He went the distance, 110 pitches. And he is finished for the night with another strong start. Tyone, 1-1. One, 7th inning. Another great start by a Pirates pitcher. I say it almost every night now, these starters, what they're doing. Sensational. And Adam Frazier pinch hitting for Tyone. Get Tyone a run here.
Both bullpens are at work. Tyone obviously, Frazier up there done for the night. Looks like Chacin won't be out there much longer. What we got for pitch count? 94.
Jennings up in the pen. Not get a call.
Look at all those baseballs that were in that zone. I mean, it has been such a small zone tonight. And that time the whole baseball just bug out, but none of those are being called strikes. And there's one there, not called a strike. It has been a hitter's strike zone for both clubs, which really is impressive when you look up and both pitchers only giving up one run. And with Tyone and Chasing having to deal with this small strike zone.
Chasing reacts. Trying to be nice about it.
They asked, what, where was it, away? Told him it was, but the UPMC strike zone said no, it wasn't. Another one.
Oh my goodness.
There had to be 20 of them tonight where the strike zone has lit up and been called balls.
And it's not just edgy though, it's lit up with most of the baseball in the zone.
And the hitters say that they would like this. Nope.
Think again.
Uh-oh.
To center field.
Look
Kane
at
is
this.
back. And are we going to have a Marte?
Oh,
no, it's off the
man.
wall. Frazier going to be held at third. Marte standing at second with a double. And the Pirates in business here in the seventh.
I thought that was off the batter's eye for sure. He crushed that ball.
Marte doubles. 2 in scoring position. I think La Maquina thought that was gone.
Yep.
So much so he was kind of surprised and said, oh, I got to back up this play.
Oh,
A little bit of a stumble.
I wonder if he hit the bag. What are we waiting on here? What were they doing?
I think they're going to do the appeal. That's hard to, you're right. That's what they were wondering. So they went to replay to decide whether they wanted to appeal. I didn't know that they're trying to speed up the game. I didn't think that was.
They're not allowing it.
Oh, good.
They're not allowing it.
Oh, good. Yeah, they went to the replay clubhouse, into the clubhouse to ask if he.
And now they are.
Oh.
What's going on?
They put the ball back in play. So they did allow it. And they say no.
Does he touch the base?
And now they're looking at the replay to decide whether they want to challenge that or not. And they will not. Well, that was bizarre. Now wait a minute. Now they are going to walk Bell intentionally, which is an odd decision here with Gregory Polanco, the hottest hitter on the club, coming up, and Craig Counsell's going to bring in a new pitcher.
Yeah, going to bring in a lefty to face him.
I think they bring in a lefty to face Bell.
But the lefty isn't going to bother Polanco too much. He doesn't really care. He had one stretch there where he didn't hit lefties, but other than that, he's been handling them just fine.
Dan Jennings will inherit a bases loaded, no out situation.
Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Well, here's a situation. Pirates have been struggling to score runs. They've been leaving a ton of runners on base in the last several games. Last night, 19 men left on. And a golden opportunity after the walk to Frazier, the pinch hitter, the double by Marte off the wall, and they elect to intentionally walk Josh Bell and then bring on a lefty to face Polanco. And Jennings, we saw him last night.
Decent numbers, 3.26 ERA.
Came on to face Polanco, the only batter he faced in the 10th inning, and he walked him. Polanco not happy. He knows he swung at a pitch well off the plate.
I think you might have thought that that was going to be a breaking ball, breaking out over the plate. It started after it, just ball stayed in on his hands and got jammed.
Polanco 6 for his last 13 against left-handed pitching, and make it another RBI. Cora going to wave home Marte. He'll score easily. Gregory Polanco, El Cafe delivers a 2-run single, and the Pirates lead 3-1.
And lefties don't bother him at all. Doesn't make any difference. A line drive to left field, and this is one of those situations, Greg, where it was better that the ball didn't leave the yard.
Yeah,
that would have been a 2-run homer. Now you got the bases empty, and maybe nothing going on, but then the ball stayed in here. Now you got second, third. They decide they want to set up a double play. They walk somebody.
more action.
You bring in another pitcher. Now you get the base hit the other way. Now those two original runs have already scored, and you still have stuff going.
Polanco, 2 more hits tonight, 72 RBIs on the year. Sticking with Dan Jennings with left-handed hitting Corey Dickerson on deck. Taylor Williams. Righties hit over 300 against Jennings. Two-one count, still nobody out. Those runs charged to Chacin and responsible for Bell at second. The splits. Bell and Polanco aboard. Pickoff try. Shaw takes the throw.
Bell was not even off there very far.
A double play ball. He races Polanco. Bell to third. 2 outs.
Yeah, that's what they were looking for earlier. When Polanco got up there and crossed him up. Did not pull the ball, went with it, got to the outfield.
Well, Polanco came through with the bases loaded. 2 men in scoring position, delivered the 2-run single.
And Marte with the big double off the center field fence to kind of really put him in between a rock and a hard place.
Dickerson puts a charge into that one, and Yelich casually crosses onto the track to make the catch. Pirates lead it going to the bottom of the 7th, 3-1. Was outstanding.
He was good with everything. Watch this, package, and what you're going to notice, the variety of pitches you're seeing swings and misses on. Little cut sliders, fastballs, that hook that was devastating tonight. Coming upstairs with velocity to strike guys out. Boom, there's one right there. I mean, he could do anything he wanted tonight out there with the baseball. Got a little too deep in some counts. That's the only thing that is kind of got him out of the ball game. He was pitching tonight with complete game type stuff. He just threw too many pitches to stay out there tonight. No walks. This pitching staff, the stuff they've been doing. How about the bullpen last night, except for the 15th inning? How many zeros they put up in a row. It's just incredible. The starters. Now biceps.
Strike on Thames. Edgar Santana pitched a scoreless 7th inning last night.
Movement on that fastball. A little two-seamer.
He was able to get Thames to fly out to left field when he faced him last night. Tweeted out earlier, seriously, Players Weekend brings a lot of personality to baseball. How else would I know that Santana has some great biceps? It was a pregame yesterday. We were having fun. Brault got involved. Richard Rodriguez. Yeah. Here comes Brault got involved. Rodriguez, Ivan Nova.
Uncle Ray said today, we were talking about the bullpen on his Saturday show, that Santana is really kind of a guy that keeps everyone loose, kind of a jokester. Didn't realize that about him.
The quiet assassin. The rookie Edgar Santana.
You know, you first come up, you're quiet, you know, saying a lot, young rookie, and then you start feeling like, okay, you know, I belong here. I'm doing the job out on the field, and personality comes out a little bit more. Biceps.
He pitched in 19 games last year. Biceps from Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic.
I don't know if he has any of that baby oil out there now. Touching his wrists there.
They all do.
Let's see how. Watch the sinker. See how it sinks. Oh, that went down nice. That was a slider, though. That's his bread and butter pitch. That slider.
Strikes out Thames.
There you see the grip, the way that ball is spinning. The last thing you want when you're throwing the slider is the ball to slip it all out of your hand. You're trying to hook your fingers on the seams and really get a lot of spin. What do they call that, Rick? Spin? It's not spin count, but spin rate. Spin rate. There you go.
Well, it's 2-0 now on Hernan Perez, who struck out twice against Tyone. Double switched. Diving stop. Newman to throw to first, and he got him. What a play!
Yes, he did. That's sweet.
Kevin Newman
Showing
off that great range.
Nice hands. Cool hand loop.
Wow.
A step to his right. A lot of ways to go to get to that one. And bounced right up.
Well, he loved getting that first big league hit, but maybe a close second would be that play.
Yeah, the first big league diving stop and bounce up. Get the out. Good throw.
Boy, that has to feel good.
Got to get a lot of first done, and then you start gaining confidence about this is no different than any game that I've played in the last couple of years. More people watching, bigger stadium. There's a hole in the roof. Other than that, I can do this. Same stuff I've been doing. You got to learn that as a young player, that it's not that much different. It's a little different. Everybody's just a little bit smarter, a little bit better.
Toward right center field. Marte is over.
He's got it.
1, 2, 3 for Biceps with some help from another rookie, Kevin Newman.
is brought to you by the Chevy Silverado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Kevin Newman will be due up third here in the 8th inning. Made that sensational diving stop and robbed Hernan Perez, the Brewers shortstop, of a hit. Pirates leading by 2 onto the 8th inning. Taylor Williams. 2/3 of an inning last night. Gave up a Kevin Newman hit. And also faced Elias Diaz and fell behind him 3-0 before Diaz hit that fly ball to the wall in center field in the 10th inning. Josh Harrison is 1 for 3, RBI double in the 4th. That tied the game. Again, the other way, but foul. 3 times he's hit the ball to the right side.
Hey, Greg, you think Swaggy T is watching these games? I can't wait to
Travis
get up there.
Swaggerty,
Yeah.
#1 pick for the Pirates this year. I bet you.
Get that uniform,
Once that player's-
Swaggy T.
yeah. What do you think?
Well, when I saw T. Willie, I'm thinking, oh, that's
Good.
perfect.
You like that name?
Yeah. Well, Swaggy T is he's gonna love this. Hope they're still doing it in a couple of years. Probably 2-3 years away.
Were you on with me when we interviewed him?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What was it that we wondered which one he'd go with?
T. Swag.
He didn't
Or
like
Swaggy
that one.
T. No, he likes
Swaggy T. Another fly ball to right toward the line. And a foul ball and a diving effort there by Thames.
Gave it everything he had, that's for sure. Hope he didn't knock a hole in that wall. Pity that wall. Tell you what, that's fearless head first. You know, you're gonna slide into that wall.
Josh Harrison, his first start since Sunday. Last time up, first baseman made a nice play on him. Jesus Aguilar. And a leadoff free pass. Brings up Colin Moran, who's 2 for 3. MLB.TV now available at a lower price for $49.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game. Plus, get a free subscription to MLB At Bat Premium. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV to take advantage of this special offer.
How did
Storm
that
and
happen?
Gorman Thomas.
Look at that. Wow. How long did it take to draw?
A long time.
5 minutes?
Gorman
You're like
Thomas,
a really
one
an
of the great
artist. If
power
you're really an
hitters.
artist. Wasn't he one of the wall bangers?
Harvey's wall bangers. Bobby Keane, the manager of the Brewers back then. This is just below the Gorman Thomas. They misspelled Toma.
Say happy birthday on that.
Happy birthday to Susie.
Yeah.
Little belated birthday, Susie Toma. Director Pete Toma's wife. And, Tyler Graham done a great job directing in his absence. That's a fair ball inside that third base bag. Rolls all the way into the corner. So Cora gonna. Josh Harrison not able to continue. He is hurt.
You know, he was out there playing on one leg.
Yep. Tried to test it and limped into third base.
I think he wants to come out.
Ben Potenziano, assistant trainer.
He's thinking he's got a shot at scoring. I don't know, Greg. He'll be all right. I think he just kind of shut it down.
Well, I guess he never looked at Joey Cora.
No,
he was waving him.
Yeah, I think he made the decision on his own because I got the bad wheel. There's nobody out. I'm just going to third.
Second and third now for Kevin Newman with the infield shortening up. And that will not do it. One out. Well, Moran's double. So it had a really good shot. Now they are going to pinch run, I think, for Josh Harrison. He's going to come out of the game. Something does not feel right.
Well, we didn't really see him, limp a lot. So whatever it is, I think it's just. Well, we know what it is. It's that hamstring, but it's just kind of a continuing thing that he's having to deal with. And probably felt it bite him just a little bit somewhere in between second and third, and then cruised in. And now he's looking at this situation, infield in. If they want me to go on contact here, I might not be able to do that. I might not be able to run home as hard as I can. So.
Danny Echeverria is there now, pinch running with Frazier at the plate.
Put a Pantera out there. Panteras are fast.
Panther. And a block there by Pena. A strike. Frazier pinch hit leading off last inning and walked against Chassin. Stayed in the game to play left field in the double switch.
Set up that 2-run inning with the leadoff walk. Since he came back from the minor leagues, he's been in the middle of everything we do on offense.
He's been their best offensive player since coming back from Indy. Now last several games Polanco's gotten on board, but
yeah, kind of he and Polanco are it's one of the two of them every night.
Well, you really want to get that run in from third because a healthy Harrison scores on that double by Moran. So you feel like that's a run that should have been in. For a team that is desperate to score runs. Each one is precious. Taylor Williams, third pitcher for the Brewers tonight. A base hit could give the Pirates some breathing room. Marte to follow. Moran, you know, does not run well at all, so it would likely have to be a gap shot to score him. Ball hit pretty deep to right. Thames is back toward the wall, and out goes Frazier. He's done it again. The 3-run homer. Talk about breathing room.
Yeah.
Clear the deck. The Pirates lead 6-1.
Breathe now.
Adam Frazier, who did not start tonight, but certainly has made his presence felt here with the 3-run homer, the walk that got it going last inning. Home run number 6.
That one filled the aisles, didn't it? They are
heading out of Miller.
flooding out to the parking lots now.
(6-1) Pirates.
Right there. Not a big ballpark, so you hit it decent, you got a good chance.
Marte fouls a pitch off his foot.
Take a look, see where it's hitting. Oh, right on the side.
And picked by Aguilar. Second out. Corey Dickerson talking with Adam Frazier. Big bomb here. After that double by Colin Moran. Harrison not able to score on it. Newman bounced out. Frazier homers.
Like Tommy Prince telling everybody
Where they're going to be playing.
yeah, what they're going to do next inning.
And Chagrin will go to short, and Newman to second.
Biceps go back out there.
That's what they have in mind. Josh Bell returning to the lineup tonight. Singled off of the first baseman Aguilar's glove in the 5th. Last time up, walked intentionally. Jhoulys Chacin went 6+, gave up 3 runs. He's on the hook. And chopped to Aguilar for the final out. Adam Frazier has been an offensive force since returning from AAA Indianapolis. 3-run homer, his 6th. Bucks up by 5. Heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. Home run by Adam Frazier. And now Santana out there for a 2nd inning. Jonathan Scope pinch hitting for Taylor Williams. Edgar Santana, 1, 2, 3, 7th. Those runs belong to Tyone. The Pirates got in the 7th inning, so they could give JMO the W if bullpen can get 6 outs and a drive to left. That's going to be an easy play for Frazier. And 1 away. And as you enjoy Miller Lite, look forward to the Hold True moment later in tonight's game.
Coming to you straight from Miller Park.
Kevin Newman moves over to 2nd. Danny Echeverria pinch ran for Harrison. He's now at short. Yelich homered in the 3rd inning off of Tyone, the only run he gave up. He'll hit a 1-hopper to 2nd. So how about Yelich's 2 games? He has 2 hits in 11 at bats. They're both homers. He's 2 for 11. And good work from Santana. 5 up, 5 down.
Biceps. Well, 2 innings. He's got a set for both innings. Should be always the 2-inning guy. You know, a lot of these nicknames are just going to go away here soon. Biceps might
stick.
We might have to play with that one for a while.
Line to center. Kane, as his first hit, extends his hitting streak to 8 straight games. And the Nissan road ahead. Final game of this series. It's Chris Archer against Chase Anderson. Coverage starts at 1:30. Archer really looking to fit in with the rest of the starters. He's been the odd man out.
He'll start clicking here.
Shaw bounces it to Bell, and that'll do it. Couple of scoreless for Biceps. Anderson, 1:30 Pirates pregame presented by WB Mason. Pirates and Brewers are meeting for the 12th time tonight. The Pirates are 3 outs away from going 9-3 in the season series. Chance, therefore, tomorrow to take a series. Clint Hurdle along with Edgar Santana. There we saw Jordy Mercer, who's on the DL. David Freese on the bench. And here's Matt Albers.
Albers' numbers on the season, very high ERA. He's been knocked around a little bit of late. Came in yesterday's game. I think got 1 out in the inning.
Now David Freese to bounce out and then leave the bases loaded.
Raised his arms to the heavens. So, thankful for that 1 out.
Polanco, 2-run single in the 7th. That was one of the critical hits in this ball game. Edgar Santana in conversation there with David Freese.
Told you, he keeps everybody.
Yeah, not just the bullpen guys.
No, everyone. Anybody loose?
Four-pitch walk. Polanco on for a 3rd time in this game. He's checking him out again.
He's trying to pop his up there a little bit. Santana's got the shape is perfect.
Yeah.
He won't show us.
Somebody pointed out bones and biceps with that shot. And that is close to being fair, but called foul by DJ Rayburn.
I think he thought about it for a moment.
Joey Cora is looking toward the dugout.
Cisco, he's looking over that way too. We're thinking, really? There it is. Oh. Did it go over the back there?
I don't know. It looked like it. Didn't it?
All happened too fast for me. I'm getting old. I don't have quick eyes.
The umpires, we found out earlier this year, they can decide if they want to review it. They feel like they weren't in a good position. It happened in a Pirate game earlier this year. One and two on Cervelli.
It's not liking something.
Oh.
You want Polanco to run? Not hold him on. Either wants him to run or he thinks he's going to and he doesn't want him to run. Be my guess what that was about.
And the little Cervelli dance. Cervelli skip.
See him out on the dance floor.
Oh, a little slip by Lorenzo Cain, and Polanco's going to try to go to third, and he'll make it. That was crazy. Wow, everybody was skipping. What is going on with that play?
But here, I wonder what took Polanco so long to run. They hadn't been holding him on for a couple of pitches. And then he finally decided that, you know, go ahead and take second since they were giving it to him. And now the ball gets put in play. Cain got a little too low, and Polanco took advantage, and he's standing at third with nobody out. Chance to add to the lead.
Cervelli gets his second hit. 12 for the Pirates, a dozen hits.
Can I point something out here, Greg?
No, hold on 1 second. There's a swing and a miss by, yes, of course you can.
They're holding Cervelli on, but not Polanco.
Well, like I said, what is going on? Can you explain that?
Cervelli is it's a green shoes. He looks fast, and you better hold him on. Can you seriously?
I don't know.
You play behind and way off the bag with Polanco, one of our best base stealers, and now Cervelli's over there. You're holding him on. That's really weird.
Bizarre. Totally bizarre. And meanwhile, Sean Rodriguez came off the disabled list and pinch hit last night and struck out, and he has just been in a horrible slump. Not just getting outs, but striking out at an incredible pace. And gets away, and that will score a run. 7-1. Wild pitch. Polanco in, Cervelli to second.
Fastball in the dirt.
Nobody out. Now 3-2 on Sean Rodriguez, who has one hit in his last 21 at bats. And a line drive base hit for Sean Rodriguez. And Cervelli will score. Rodriguez into second. And the Pirates have broken it open with an 8-1 lead.
Well, Cain is having all kinds of troubles now out in center field. Got a little breaking ball, and there's a bang right out into left center. Ball will be mishandled out there, and Sean, who is always hustling, he takes advantage of it. Cruises into second.
So that goes as a single RBI and an error on Cain to allow Sean Rod to head to second. Echeverria pinch ran for Harrison last inning. Jay left with left hamstring discomfort. Sean Rodriguez, we talk about how good Kevin Newman must feel after getting his first big league hit last night, his first major league robbery. Defensive gem. Strike 3 is called on Echeverria. Newman will come out on deck with Colin Moran stepping to the plate. Echeverria not agreeing.
Third baseman, Colin Moran.
But with Albers giving up that RBI hit to Sean Rod, he had stepped to the plate tonight with 11 strikeouts in his previous 19 at-bats. Had to feel awfully good for him. 13 hits for the Pirates tonight. A line drive to right for Redbeard. This will make it 9-1. Moran into second base with a double.
Seemed like he could have went to third. He kind of called off the jam.
And for the third time in his rookie year, he has a 4-hit game. Good sound to that.
Oh, it's hit hard.
He is 4 for 5. Third time in his career.
He's running hard here. The ball got hung up down in the corner again. But 9-1. You don't try to take an extra base. Not now.
Nine runs on 14 hits. So good to see the offense bust out tonight. The 9 runs the Pirates score, the most since they lost 13-10 to the Giants that last road trip in San Francisco. It was the night after they beat the Giants 10-5 to start that 4-game series.
We got a whole bunch of hits in last night's game. But tonight, same thing, but also turning them into runs. Got the ball over the fence. You're looking for that. That was really a big blow that made it a comfortable game. What'd you say? Gave us some breathing room. Frazier hit that ball into the bullpen.
Pinch hit in the 7th inning and walked against the starter Chassin. Then he came to the plate after staying in the game to play left field and hit the 3-run homer. Newman, second strikeout for Albers. Frazier will come up for a 3rd time.
Number 26, the left fielder.
Home run last inning over the right field wall. 3-run shot, his 6th of the year. Side, and Shaw going to make the play fairly close, and that'll do it. The Pirates score 3. Insurance runs, they're up 8. 9-1. Pirates leading this one comfortably. 9-1.
Yeah, it's turned into a laugher, and could make it easier to get a cab, Rick.
Yep.
Everybody's gone
streaming
home.
out. Kind of surprising to see Keone Kela in there. You'd think would eliminate him for tomorrow.
He pitched in yesterday's games. This will be 2 days in a row.
Nick Kingham is in the bullpen. Came and joined the team earlier today. So 3 more outs to get. There's Nick Kingham. Kela, and a setup man for the Pirates. He's closing for Texas.
Had 24 saves this year before he came to the Pirates. Very impressive work he's been able to do this season, both in Texas and now here.
Mainly been the 7th inning, and then Crick the 8th, and then Police the 9th. Though that's locked in there. Initially, Clint Hurdle said we're not anxious to change things, but Kela continues to perform as well. Could find himself, if need be, closing games if Felipe needs a night off, or maybe setting up. A strike 3 is called, and Aguilar raises his arms in disbelief. One out.
That ball, you can see, is definitely a strike. And I've said for a long time now that the hitters get what they want, they will be shocked at how often they're striking out.
Moustakas doubled off Tyone, one of just 5 hits.
He should have some experience trying to hit Kela.
Yeah. And he goes down looking.
No argument.
2 away. Eric Thames, the last hope for the Brewers to extend the game down to 8. Trying to make this quick is key. Toward Frazier. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates defeat the Milwaukee Brewers. Tyone gets the win.
Really a good answer to that game last night, to come out and dominate like they did in this one. A great job by Tyone. The pitching was fantastic, and the offense, came back and tied things up right away when the Brewers took a 1-run lead. But then toward the end of the game, they just busted things wide open and could play with a big smile on their face the last couple innings. Swinging a bat.
Great to see with the Adam Frazier helping lead the way. That 3-run homer in the 8th, the walk that started the